Hello Sagittarius. This is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 26th of September until the 2nd of October 2016. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Wheel of Fortune. Perhaps you feel due for a bit of good luck or indeed are experiencing some at the moment. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of destiny. What is happening now we could call fate, so if positive things are happening with your love life, career or finances, this is no coincidence. If no such things are happening, expect a sudden change in fortune. This card also refers to the fact that things tend to go in cycles. There are good times and there are bad times. Even if your external environment is difficult and challenging, there will come a time when this will ease off and you will be able to focus more on creating fun and frivolity. The lesson of the Wheel of Fortune is that you must accept that there are always ups and downs in life. If you were to have only good times, you would become less appreciative of what you have. Sometimes the bad times provide the contrast and perspective you need to be able to recognize how blessed you are when the good times come. So, when times are good, enjoy the benefits but do not become complacent because things can change. When times are bad, do not be discouraged because even when things seem their worst, it simply suggests that things can only get better. The Wheel of Fortune suggests that you should not simply stand still and accept what life hands you. You can take an active hand to try and remain on the upside of the wheel. When things are down, instead of waiting and hoping for things to get better, you can work actively towards improving your situation, thereby speeding up the recovery process. Finally, the wheel asks you to not become discouraged when faced with adversity. Adversity is a natural part of life and should be expected from time to time. The fact that bad times happen should not worry you. Accept them as natural and not necessarily indicative of problems. Instead, look for ways in which you can face and conquer the adversity. If it cannot be addressed, then that might be taken as a suggestion of a problem. The Wheel of Fortune suggests that there are external factors that are influencing your situation that may be unknown to you or outside of your control. It is as though the universe is just dishing up whatever it pleases at this time, and it can feel quite unpredictable and unnerving as a result, especially if you like being in control most of the time. This is one of the challenging aspects of the Wheel of Fortune, since no matter which way the Wheel of Fortune turns, it is impossible to try and change it. So, you might as well try to accept what is happening and adapt accordingly. If a crisis seems inevitable, recall that in every crisis lies opportunity. When you have been pushed in a new direction, know that every path leads somewhere, even if you do not know where it is. Such events are simply out of your control, and if you can accept that, then the ride gets a lot easier. If you struggle against the wheel, it will crush you. So just go with the flow. The Wheel of Fortune is about keeping optimistic and having faith in the universe that it will take care of the situation in the best way possible. You need to remain optimistic yourself, thinking positively and keeping as upbeat as possible. Through meditation and visualization, the Wheel of Fortune can assist and reinforce your intention to bring increased abundance, good fortune and prosperity into your life. This archetype allows your life to turn in more positive directions if you are willing to grow and expand. This is also a lucky time in life when you are sensing the action of fate and destiny working in your favor. You may even be witnessing miracles or a very fortunate series of events. The wheel represents karma and reminds you that what goes around comes around. In the upright position, you are likely to be at the positive end, but again, do not become complacent. You still need to act in ways that are fundamentally good to ensure that luck or positivity stays on your side. The Wheel of Fortune speaks of a pivotal point in your life, where new options become possible. The appearance of the Wheel of Fortune shows that change is not only likely to happen, it is certain to happen, and soon. Generally, the change shown in the Wheel of Fortune is a dramatic change from the established order. These changes are distinctly personal and may require making a first step on a new and unfamiliar path. You may also need to alter your present course, move things in a different direction, or turn things around to ensure that you are creating the right outcomes in your life. The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the High Priestess. The cards suggest that what you most want at this time is for a secret to be revealed, a secret held deep within yourself or another. Go within and listen to the still small voice of your heart and instincts. The appearance of the High Priestess tells you that the power of the Divine Feminine is with you, trust it. Overall, this card represents wisdom, serenity, knowledge and understanding. She is often described as the guardian of the unconscious. She sits in front of the thin veil of awareness, which is all that separates us from our inner selves. The High Priestess knows the secret of how to access these realms. She represents spiritual enlightenment and inner illumination, divine knowledge and wisdom. She has a deep, intuitive understanding of the universe and uses this knowledge to teach rather than to try to control others. You need to listen to and trust your inner voice. The High Priestess card represents a link to the subconscious mind, which cannot be accessed through the everyday world but only through dreams and symbols. Pay attention to your dreams and intuition. Look for areas in your life that may be out of balance or that require greater foresight and wisdom. Knowledge of how to fix it will not come through logic or intellect but through your intuition, so put aside a time when you can meditate and listen to your own inner voice. Your intuitive sense right now is providing you with useful and helpful information and is assisting you to become more in touch with your subconscious mind. The High Priestess can also point to the unknown and can indicate that your life is changing. Things that once seemed certain can no longer be taken for granted. Some puzzling mysteries become clearer, but all is not yet revealed at this point. On the plus side, you will find that your intuitive powers are increasing and you may be inspired to be creative. The High Priestess card is therefore a particularly good card for poets and writers. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Hanged Man. You fear letting go, yet this place of limbo and indecision is not a good place to be. Are you being emotionally blackmailed so you don't leave? Don't be the victim. Sometimes we have to have the strength to let go to attract new positive possibilities into our life. This card also represents a period when you feel you are sacrificing a lot and getting nothing in return. You may have felt things were at an absolute standstill, with no movement or resolution. It is as though you are suspended in time and unable to make a move forward. backward or even sideways to get out of your current situation. Your own goals and dreams are put on hold because of external realities or internal issues. This is an energy that is passing out of your life, and you can now expect things to start happening once again and major changes to occur. This period of suspension is like a catalyst for what is to come. You may be putting off making a decision, in the hope that it will all sort itself out eventually. However, this is often just wishful thinking. What is happening is that you are simply stalling the inevitable, and you will at some point be pushed to make a final decision and to make a sacrifice in the process. In reading where a relationship has been put on hold, the Hanged Man suggests that you are happy to wait around, to a point. You realize that this relationship will evolve over time and that, due to its complexities, it cannot be rushed. However, you also do not want to be on hold forever, and you acknowledge that there will come a time when you must make a decision about your current relationship. The Hanged Man suggests a loss of faith in your ability to surmount life's obstacles. You may be refusing to go within for spiritual nourishment. It is very important at this time to look within through meditation and restore your faith in your ability to get over life's challenges. Know that this difficult time will soon pass. Accept your circumstances and be at peace with yourself. Alternatively, you may be preoccupied with yourself and unwilling to make a necessary sacrifice or compromise for the greater good. You may be acting in a selfish or even arrogant manner, and significantly disengaging others who are trying to work cooperatively with you. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Hierophant. There is help at hand. Just ask for it. If you are concerned about making the right decision, there is someone with the right moral fiber who can help. You can receive wise counsel and honest advice from a teacher, priest or parent, or just someone you have a lot of respect for. They are more than willing to help. This card also suggests that you have a desire to follow due process and to stay within the conventional bounds of what is typically an orthodox approach. Instead of being innovative, you will need to adapt to the existing set of beliefs and systems that are already in place. You will need to do what is expected of you. The appearance of the Hierophant in a tarot reading indicates that this is certainly not a time to challenge the status quo. The Hierophant card suggests that you may be wise to follow established social structures and traditions. You may be involved in some sort of ritual, ceremony, or the trappings of religion. There is also a need to honor some tradition in your life, or maybe start some traditions of your own if you have none. Consider also exploring your spiritual or religious heritage. The Hierophant card often stands for institutions and their values. The Hierophant is a symbol of the need to conform to rules or fixed situations. His appearance can show that you are dealing with a force that is not innovative, free-spirited or individual, but is instead fixated on the way we have always done things around here. Groups can be enriching or stifling depending on circumstances. Sometimes we need to follow a program or embrace tradition, while at other times we need to trust ourselves. The Hierophant card indicates that you may feel compelled to join some sort of group or institution. It may be as significant as joining a new church or religious group, or as simple as joining a gym. This card is about identifying with a group and a way of thinking that will have benefit for you and will prompt further learning. In his focus on sharing knowledge through an institution, the Hierophant represents education and the pursuit of knowledge. This card can indicate a period of increased studying and learning, through formal mechanisms. You seek to understand a field of study that has been widely explored and documented, and so you may go to a well-known or established teacher to find out more. The Hierophant may also appear in your life as a psychotherapist, a wise counselor, a priest, or a spiritual mentor to whom you will turn for wisdom and knowledge. He may be an authority or a kind and generous mentor who nurtures a spiritual awareness. You will learn new skills from this helpful teacher as he has the wisdom to provide good counsel and advice. The Hierophant card is the carrier and transmitter of ancient wisdom and religious teaching. He represents a link between us and the divine and, for this reason, he is often referred to as the Pope. The role of the Pope is traditionally that of the mediator between God and mankind. As such, the Hierophant represents the spiritual teacher who helps us come into contact with the divine. Unlike the magician, who simply points the way, the Hierophant is a trusted guide, one who will take you by the hand and lead you to your spiritual goal. He represents a gateway to a higher consciousness reached in a ritualized manner. He teaches that which can be learned by word and example. All things that are righteous and sacred come with the Hierophant card are marriage, alliance, captivity, servitude, mercy and goodness, inner conscience and outer conscience. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Lovers. Are you suffering in silence in an unhappy relationship or feeling very lonely? Do you have the courage to make the decision you really know you should make? You have a great sense of duty, but are you happy? A difficult decision has to be made. Have courage and you will achieve emotional happiness. This card also indicates that you are avoiding responsibility for the consequences of your own actions. You have made a rushed decision based purely on your desire for instant gratification and now you are trying to lay the blame on others or on fate. You must do what you can to make amends, but if this is not possible, let the past go and resolve to make better choices in the future. The Lovers can also indicate inner conflicts and being at war with yourself rather than with external forces. It suggests disharmony and difficulty in being able to balance your own inner union. Perhaps you are punishing yourself for something you have done or feel responsible for. To help you out of this situation, you will need to focus on clearly articulating your personal belief systems and values. This will help to guide you in making better decisions next time. In addition, you may need to return to the energy of the Hierophant and seek the counsel and advice of an institution or spiritual mentor. The Lovers indicates that there may be some imbalance. You may feel that a once close union is starting to fragment and break down. Your vibrations with each other may be out of tune, and you may feel as though you are both out of harmony. Despite an immense amount of potential when you first met, this potential is now being brought into question. You are starting to realize that your values are actually different and your visions of the future are different. These fundamental differences may be a showstopper for the relationship if they cannot be resolved. The Lovers may also reflect that the feelings within a relationship are not mutual. One person in the partnership may have stronger feelings than the other and may be more emotionally involved. This could lead to disappointments later down the track and feelings of insecurity about the relationship. You may be reluctant to open your heart up to the relationship for fear of getting hurt. You need to be aware that an imbalance in your relationships exists. With this in mind, you can alter your behavior to accommodate being out of sync with your partner or someone else who is important in your life. Work hard to bring things back to the level point and do not allow things to get out of control. You may be experiencing a slight downturn at this stage, but it certainly does not mean it is all over. Simply try to maintain the balance and harmonize your union together. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the Death. This is a transformational time for you. However turbulent or perhaps distressing some of the events in your life may be, endings always leave room for brand new beginnings. This is a fresh start in life for you. Embrace it and live every day as though it were your last. Life is for living. The death is also the symbol of an ending of a major phase or aspect of your life that may bring about the beginning of something far more valuable and important. You must close one door in order to open another. You need to put the past behind you and part ways, ready to embrace new opportunities and possibilities. It may be difficult to let go of the past at times, but you will soon see how important it is so that you can bring renewal and transformation into your life. If you resist these necessary endings, you may experience pain, both emotionally and physically, but if you exercise your creative imagination and visualize a new possibility, you allow more constructive patterns to emerge. Similarly, death indicates a time of significant transformation, change and transition. You need to profoundly transform yourself and clear away any of the old in order to bring in the new. Any change at this time should be welcomed as a positive, cleansing, transformative force in your life. The death and clearing away of limiting factors can open the door to a wider, more satisfying experience of life. The death card contains elements of a sudden and unexpected change. You may feel as though you are caught in the path of sweeping change and cannot escape its effects. Though the immediate thought is toward the negative, an end need not mean failure. The loss could be a series of unexpected surprises that bring an end to a period of turmoil or problems. You feel you can no longer go along with the status quo and want things to change radically. Many changes are going to take place to enable a new direction to emerge. Finally, death is an indication that you need to learn to let go of unhealthy attachments in your life to pave the way to a fuller, more fulfilled life of deeper meaning and significance. Death teaches you to let go of outworn and outgrown ways of life and move forward. This is a perfect card to use to break a bad habit or pattern of behavior. This is a time of eliminating excess and cutting out what is not necessary in your life. This may be a good time to purge old belongings, memories and baggage that is getting in your way. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Dreamer. The angels bring you this card because you're entering a new and exciting phase of your life. It's important that you believe in yourself and know that the benevolent universe wants you to succeed. Now is the time for faith and commitment to your dreams. Take any necessary steps to move forward with confidence. Listen to your own inner guidance about following your dreams, but be open to information from others regarding the detailed steps to take. You may need additional input or guidance from an expert before proceeding, but don't let this stall your forward movement. Actively seek the insight you need. Additional meanings of this card: leaps of faith, creative solutions, unexpected opportunities, asserting your independence, the need for optimistic approaches to challenges. Archangel Metatron is the overseer of those who are new to the spiritual path, and to young people who are spiritually aware. He's a wonderful guide to call upon to help you overcome awkwardness and to fully commit to taking action and moving forward toward the fruition of your dreams. With Metatron's help, you can retain childlike awe and wonder while making your way in the world.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.